What's up, everybody? So in this video I'm doing a Valentine's Day freestyle set. I basically got to choose everything about this set. If I wasn't running a special and this was just like a regular priced freestyle set, I probably would have done them a lot longer than they are. But my Valentine's Day freestyle set are on sale right now just so I can get some themed nails on my feed, because I usually don't do full sets for holidays or like special occasions that are themed, and I wanted to change that up a little bit. So I decided to I decided to offer a special for Valentine's Day. So yeah. This finger I just wanted to leave plain for some hand-drawn art. When I do freestyle sets, I always like to do a little bit of everything. So like first I'll do maybe like art with acrylic, like encapsulating, marble, maybe some ombre, and then I also like to do hand-drawn art, whether it's like simple line work, maybe some hearts, some stars, maybe like an initial, and then I also like to do a little bit of bling. Sometimes I like adding texture to the nail, like with pixies, or doing like the sugar effect with glitter. So I just like to give a little bit of variety when I do freestyles, because I feel like a freestyle is your chance to kind of put everything that you want into one set. So I feel like you should take advantage of that. I am who I'm meant to be. I am who I'm meant to be. Over and out again. My future needed clarity, so I could see how you react, how you react to me. So much different. I know you guys have had to notice by now, while I work, I constantly like tilt the fingers to the side and like switch up the angles of the hands, and that's honestly because I want to make sure that the application is right from every angle that I want it to be right from. Like, I want it to look a certain way when you see it from the side, and that has to do with the apex in the right spot, the thickness of the nail, and then making sure that it's smooth and also even from, not from top to bottom, but even at the bottom of the nail, even in the middle, and then even towards the cuticle. I'm not saying I want the whole nail to be even, because then that would mean that there is no apex. If the whole nail is the exact same thickness from top to bottom, but I just want it to be smooth in all three zones of the nail. So I'm constantly tilting the nail from side to side to make sure that I get a view from each angle, to make sure that it looks the way that I want. Remember the start, when my future needed clarity. Yes, I needed clarity, so I could see how you'd react to me. And you guys, this color here that I'm using, this baby pink, I can't remember the name, but it's by Glam and Glitz, and I honestly do not like it. I thought I was gonna like it, just because all the other Glam and Glitz colors that I've used were really smooth and easy to work with, but this one was like really chalky. I'm pretty sure because it had a white base. You know how sometimes white acrylic can be super chalky and runny. Like regardless of what you do with it, it's gonna be like, it's just annoying to work with. And I feel like this color was like that because it is a white base. And like by that I mean it's like a pastel, and I guess they used a white like pigment to put as the base of for the color, like to make it as baby pink as it is. And honestly I don't like it. I'm gonna like still use it. It's just really annoying to use colors like that. I can't remember if I mentioned this in my last video about the when I went on the little rant about the temperature in the shop, but I think I said this. I'm gonna try to get a non-LED lamp to see if the heat from like an actual light bulb is going to help my acrylic dry faster, being that it's so cold where I work majority of the time. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and probably go to Target. I can actually go to the nail supply store and get one of the lamps that they usually have in you know, like in the traditional nail shops. They would have you sometimes place your hands under the lamp to get the acrylic to dry faster. That's the type of heat that I need for my work area. I'm not really going to be using it as like an actual light source. I mean, maybe if the light is decent, I can use it for like pictures, but I'm mainly going to be using it for the heat. Y'all know what I just noticed? I'm laying down doing this voiceover and I just realized that I'm getting out of breath while doing my voiceover. Like, I'm sitting here talking and I'm trying to catch my breath. I'm like, I didn't know voiceovers was gonna be like this. I didn't know it was gonna be this much work. But I just feel like I'm holding a long conversation with myself or something. You gotta fake it till you make it. So right here, I'm encapsulating the color because like I told y'all, this is not a cover color. It's more so of a pigment. So I'm kind of encapsulating it. I'm not really using the clear to build structure. I'm just using the clear to encapsulate so that when I file over it, I'm not filing away the color or the pigment. Because you'll notice when you use pigments and you go to buff or file or use your e-file, whatever, hand file, you will notice that you will be filing away a lot of your structure. And that's because the pigments don't have the core ability like your core colors do, which actually give your nails strength. So it's kind of like when you're filing over it, you're going to notice that it's like dents and ridges and stuff. It's because those colors aren't meant to be filed over like that. So just make sure that when you're using pigments, and you'll notice like a lot of companies will tell you which acrylics of theirs are core and which aren't. But if you can't tell, just to be sure, you can just place like a wet bead of acrylic and run it over. You don't even have to build your strength with that acrylic. You can just use the clear to just make sure you get a nice little coat of strength on top of your pigment.
Doubted all that I could do, knowing what I need to do. All I can say, the word is thank you. I think is what you need to push away from the shore, amongst the waves, exactly where I wanna be. I am where I wanna be. Remember the start, when my future needed clarity. Yes, I needed clarity, so I could see how you'd react, how you'd react to me. So much differently, 'cause I am different to you. Every time that I look back, I see my future. Would you react to me? We
So as you can see, this finger is going to be ombre, and I think that I'm going to sit down this week and film a helpful guide for beginners on how to achieve an ombre nail. I feel like I've been through trial and error with certain colors, especially when I tried to do ombre, and now I feel like I found a way I found an easier way to achieve a more like flawless finish with ombre, especially certain colors like black, blue, and red. I feel like those colors are some of the most annoying colors to ombre with because it's hard to get a good blend with certain tones, especially those colors like dark blue. I've tried like back in the day when I was first starting out, and that gave me the worst time ever in black as well too. And then not too long ago, I did a red ombre nail, and I feel like it took me forever because I don't want to say that I wasn't experienced in it, but I just wasn't confident in the way that it was going at first. But then I finally figured out like kind of like a secret Krabby Patty formula that I want to share with you guys. And that'll make it a lot easier to do ombre. And then we could probably even do like more than one color ombre. And we're going to tackle the 3 hard colors that I mentioned as well. And then here you see me going in with a small bead of clear. So like I said, when I use pigment colors or do any type of art, like ombre, or I'm trying to think of what else, maybe even like a glitter ombre, I try to avoid building my thickness and strength with the clear because I feel like it takes too much time, and then also sometimes it will make the art look a little different. Like if you're using glitter to do an ombre, doing your clear a little too thick, I feel like it can make it look cloudy sometimes. So when I encapsulate things like I said, ombre or glitter, acrylic or something like that, I try to only use a small amount of clear to cover that art. I don't want to actually like build the strength with it. I just want to make sure that I'm not filing my artwork away with the clear versus building the strength with the clear. So yeah guys, I finally decided to show me doing the thumb, and that's only by like coincidence because usually by the time that I get to the thumb, the hand is not at the right angle to even see the middle portion of the thumb. Even right here, it's not even in a good spot where you can see the whole entire nail all the time. But I don't know, I just decided to include the clip just because the angle isn't too bad. So as you can see here, when I do my cuticle beads, I don't place them directly on the cuticle. I place them a little bit above where I placed my last bead at, and then I kind of maneuver that bead upwards towards the cuticle. And this just helps with you not flushing the cuticle with acrylic, and then also getting a nice flush cuticle area. And then like I said, do not ever feel like you're not supposed to go in with more than a certain amount of beads, because clearly I always add more acrylic. Like I said in my last video, I add more acrylic where needed. versus leaving anything the way that it is if I feel like there's any dents or ridges in the nail, because again, filing away product is a lot easier for me than trying to even out a nail where there's dents and ridges. And then right here again, I went in with a small amount of clear acrylic just to encapsulate that pink pigment color so that I'm not filing it away or filing away at my structure once I buff the nail at the end with my e-file. So right here you can see me going in with a little bit of nude acrylic. I believe that this is Glamorous Nude by Valentino, and I just place that over the natural nail so that I don't get that hue from the natural nail when I encapsulate with clear towards the end. I just don't like the natural color of our nail beds, so I'll usually prefer to go over it with a nude. And then like I mentioned in my last video, I try to keep the acrylic off of the clear tip before I encapsulate so that it doesn't look cloudy when I put the clear over it at the end. And then this is a custom glitter mix that I made. I actually made it right after I prepped her for the application. I just gathered a few, I think it was maybe 3 or 4 glitters that I got off Amazon, and I just mixed them together in this little container, and I added, I believe, a teaspoon of clear acrylic so that it's easier to stick to the enhancement. And yeah, it turned out pretty. I added some pink loose glitter and then red. Excuse me, my voice is getting hoarse from talking for the past hour. But I added 2 chunky glitters, and then I also actually added a white loose glitter, just for a little bit of dimension. So like when you turn your finger, you can see like different specks of color.
I am who I'm meant to be. I am who I'm meant to be. Over and out again. My future needed clarity.
This finger is an example of a finger where you have to encapsulate and then also build your strength with the clear, because clearly there isn't a core color or a pigment color that went underneath the clear to build your structure and strength. So you're gonna have to do all that with the encapsulation process.
Doubted all that I could do, knowing what I need to do. All I can say, the word is thank you. I think it's what you need to push away from the shore.
You guys, I honestly find working with clear acrylic so satisfying because there's so much variation with a drying time and texture, with like pigments and sometimes even core colors. But I feel like clear is just like you get the same results every time. Like there isn't going to be a chalky clear, and if there is, you might want to send that back because that's weird. I have never had that happen. I think I've used maybe like 10 different brands of clear acrylic, and I feel like they've all been pretty satisfying. So yeah, I always like working with clear all around because it's just so quick and easy. That's honestly why I never charged more when I did regular full sets with just polish, because underneath I always do a clear base and I can knock out a set with clear acrylic faster than I can sometimes with different colors, because again, like the drying time, and then others are like more runny, and clear is just stable all around.
My future needed clarity, so I could see how you react, how you react to me. So much differently, I am different.
I finally decided to show the filing part of my videos. Nothing fancy. I guess just because, I don't know, why did I add this? I guess the video would have been kind of short if I didn't leave this in. Plus, I don't know, sometimes I guess I like watching filing videos, so I thought maybe somebody who comes across my video might want to also see that. If you do happen to come across the video, and you can tell me if you like watching the filing process in acrylic application videos, you can let me know and it will be greatly appreciated. But yeah, you guys actually take a second to listen to the file, because for some reason I find it very satisfying. If this makes your skin crawl, just skip over it, but just listen really quick.
Governments of Guam and North Korea, we once again urge you to discontinue your uranium enrichment program.
LOL. Did it make your teeth hurt, or was it satisfying? For me, it's a little satisfying to hear that sound, just because I like kind of relate it to the process that it's going through, which is like my favorite part, which is shaping. And I like watching the whole process, so I feel like all of it is just like OD satisfying for me. Okay, I apologize about the next few clips. I had to skip over me doing, I think, some of the artwork and then also the top coat, because her hand was just not in frame, and it would have been no point to show that. So sorry, y'all. So right here on the pinky, remember I said that I kept it a solid color so that I could add some hand-drawn arts to it. I just decided to add some little hearts to the nail. I was gonna do this cute pattern of hearts that I saw on Instagram a few days ago, but I don't remember how it went. So I just decided to do them kind of going up the nail in kind of like a curvy shape, and it turned out super cute. So yeah, I'm happy with that.
Doubted all that I could do, knowing what I need to do. All I can say, the word is thank you. I think it's what you need to push away from the shore, amongst the waves.
This is honestly the easiest way for me to do hearts. I've tried to just like freehand them before and just draw them like you would normally draw them on paper, but the easiest way for me personally is to just do 2 dots where you want the rounded part to be, then connect the point at the bottom, and then fill in the rest of the space.
I am who I'm meant to be. I am who I'm meant to be. Over and out.
Okay, sorry y'all. If y'all hear any weird noises in the back, it's because my dogs just got up out of nowhere and just started horse playing around. Currently at 1 o'clock in the morning. But right here, I just went in with some spider gel to add a little bit more artwork to this set. I love, love, love the way this turned out. Um, and I'm very satisfied with how the overall set looked. So yeah, I was gonna add something red to this nail at first, but I just felt like it would have maybe thrown it off a little because there isn't that much red in the set. I honestly only added red to the glitter to give it more dimension. I didn't really add the red for the red to stick out from the set. So yeah, I still like I love the way this turned out, by the way. Alright guys, so here's the finished look. I did go ahead and add some rhinestones off camera. I completely love the way that this turned out. And then also thank you for watching. Please, please, please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. And I will see you guys next time.
Remember the start. Remember the start.